My mom is very handy. She is just out there doing stuff. Like, you blink and she like renovated the wallpaper, like, or, like now there's a new chimney installed. Like, she just comes out with stuff. It's, if there's anyone that wears the pants in my family, it's my mom. Thick cargo pants. Then she'll take them off and slip into, like, I don't know, a nightgown and cook up 16 paellas. The real Martha Stewart is my mom. She's out there just cooking and cleaning and chopping. And we have surveillance cameras in my house. And every time you look at the surveillance camera, my mom's doing something else. It's like watching an episode of This Old House. You're just like, oh, what is the contractor doing today? I saw my mom on the surveillance footage. She cut the lawn with an electric lawnmower. And there's no drive to the lawnmower, so she has to push it. She has her hair back. She's holding it with one hand, pushing. I was waiting for her to run over the extension cord and knock out the power. All right, I guess I gotta rewire the circuit breaker. My mom told me a story, and every time I talk to my mom on the phone, it's like an episode of I Love Lucy. My mom told me a story about how she's painting the peak of the house, and a bee landed on the paint thingamajiggy that you get the paintbrush from. It landed on there, and she goes, I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I tried to kill the bee. And she took the paintbrush and she jammed the bee down into the water. And the bee kept coming up for air, she said. She goes, he kept coming up, like trying to breathe, like mermaid. Little Mermaid or whatever. Then apparently she turned back to paint, and she looked, and the bee was gone. And then she goes, and yeah, so I guess there's a tan bee out there somewhere. I'm like, you mean there's a dead bee somewhere? But yeah, she deserves to be a host on This Old House. This season on This Old House, we have a new host, Fran Rodriguez. Where'd you learn your chops? She'd be like, well, I had a house in Florida for 18 years. I can do everything from kill a squirrel to revive a bee with paint thinner. I can do everything. You want a crooked iguana? I can shove it into a PVC pipe. Square iguanas.